Can you still get a BRRRR deal, a free house in 2024 in the Midwest, or is it too late? I got a deal texted to me in Dayton, Ohio, where you could buy the deal for $70,000 and have it be worth $200,000. I think that's a lie. I'm gonna validate this deal and show you if it can actually make money as a BRRRR deal or if it's better off as a long-term rental. So I'm gonna dive down exactly how I analyze this deal, how I validate the area, and then I'm gonna go over the next steps that you should take after you analyze the deal. All of that coming up next. Okay, so check out this deal. This is supposedly a BRRRR deal that got texted from a site that I'm part of, and this is a deal in Dayton, Ohio. It's a single family house. This is for $70,000 with an ARV of $200,000, which I don't think is real, but let's just take a look at what these pictures are really fast. Let's go through this. Nice brick build, and there's no garage, but there's parking there. This looks like an active rehab project. I would hope so. The inside here actually looks pretty clean, so nothing crazy. All right, as we're going through, dining room is tight and small. Probably should be a new fridge. Okay, drop ceilings, and the basement that is finished but old. Furnace and water heater though look pretty good. Mechanicals all look pretty good. Okay, this looks like a pretty solid deal. So that needs to get updated a little bit, but other than that, not too shabby. Okay, so one thing I want to see is this ARV of $200,000 real? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull up this zip code on Redfin, and we are at a single family house, 1,500 square feet, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. So I want to see what the comps are in this neighborhood. So let's go into here, paste the zip code, let's search. I'm gonna go from for sale to sold. Sold in the last 6 months. I wouldn't go longer than 6 months. And then let's go ahead and narrow this down. Let's go, this is a house, and this is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, just a 3-bedroom. And we're gonna look here. Let's just have some fun really fast. Let's move this here. Let's say the average price per square foot, right, is 115K. Well, that's not good in terms of what it is, right? But if it's $44 a square foot times 1531, $60,000. No, not good, huh? Let's make this more specific in general too. We have here year built is 1936 and the lot size is about 4,800 square feet. So let's filter this down even more. Let's go the square feet. I don't want anything under 13 and nothing more than, let's say 17. Lot size, nothing bigger than 6,000 square feet. And I'm minimizing this. Let's go 2,000 square feet. Year built, nothing newer than 1960. What does that do? It's Old Town anyways. 1950. Okay, cool. There's 6 homes that I can use as comps now. And none of these actually even touch that $200,000 criteria, which means at a BRRRR potential, this is not a BRRRR property. But could this be a rental property at $70,000? Maybe. So let's see what this looks like. This already is not a BRRRR property to me. Everything that's sold above, you definitely have to add a bathroom for sure. And if you can get it even to say $90 a square foot at 1564 times 90 bucks, you're looking at 140K. So this is totally not a BRRRR. So automatically her number is wrong. But on a long-term rental, I'll even run it on a BRRRR property just so you can see what it looks like. This is my actual rental calculator that I have, and I have it for long-term rentals, ARV, flip calculator, BRRRR calculator. Let's look at it from a long-term rental perspective first. So if I bought this for $70,000, 20% down, 3% closing costs, let's just assume, this is a pretty old house, let's just assume $8,500 in make-ready costs, and that would give us a cash to close. Okay, that's our cash to close is $2,400. My interest rate's 7.5%. Insurance $100 a month. Property tax is actually going to be probably a little bit higher than this. Let's see how much we're paying here. And property tax, this is paying about $1,300 a year, so $100-ish a month. So let's adjust this to give me $100 a month, which would be 13. So there we go. That'll do. And then monthly PI, $600 a month. Electricity is going to be paid by the tenants. Sewer, water, landscaping is paid by the tenants. And I think my property manager out in Dayton, if I were to do one, is there. Let's just see how much the rent would be. Rentometer. So from here, we can go and pull this up. Let me just copy this exact address. And I'm going to go into tools and come on. And rentometer. Let's go ahead and enter an address search, paste this, and let's go 3 bedroom, 1 bath, and let's analyze. So this is saying that the average rent's $1,085, $1,200 on the high end, on the low end $950. So let's put in no $970. So let's go conservative is $975, $1,085, and the optimistic was $1,190, I think. I mean, on a regular long-term rental perspective, this is actually pretty good. This is a 12% cash on cash return, realistically, and that would cash flow a couple $100 a month. Not bad. Obviously, if this initial rehab is lower, then that could be better for you, but you'd only need $25,000 down to go ahead and do this deal. And actually, I'm intrigued in that. Now let's see if on a BRRRR calculator, what that would do for me. So on a BRRRR calculator, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna purchase this house for $70,000, 10% down, 3% closing costs, total rehab, let's just say it's $50,000, which might be more, might be less. Total rehab finance is 100%. And then let's say we're in and out in 6 months and $1,000 for legal. Actually, I would not pay $1,000 for legal. For me, you might. I'll leave that in there for now, just because I'm using that the real one. And hard money interest rate, let's say it's 12% right now, interest only. Home insurance is $100, property tax rate we said was 2%. After repair value, I have it as $140,000. This could be different though. And then refi after this, total interest rate, let's say it's 7.5% on the refi. Oh, what happened there? Why did it ruin? 7.5. There we go. Closing costs, total cash negative means we get cash back. Well, this one's not. So we have $26,000 left in the deal. Basically the same as this long-term rental calculator. So you're putting the same amount of money in-ish, but I'm not paying this, not paying this, not paying that. My property tax should be, let's actually change this formula to here. And my insurance is $100. Let me also move that over to here, so only bring that in once. And I imagine it's $60 a month. And then if I'm putting in for the monthly here, okay, now we're gonna talk about saving for vacancy and maintenance, which means that are wrong. We had this optimistically $1,195, realistic was $1,085, and I think this was $975. Interesting. So because your new loan will be higher, your monthly payment is higher, which means that your rent with your savings does not cover it, which means that this deal does not work as a BRRRR deal. But so that means that if you were to buy this rental property, the highest and best use of this property, assuming that nothing is crazily wrong and you can rent this out with a minimal turn, is to leave it as is, make sure that it's clean, it's safe, and it's ready to rent, versus completely redoing it. Just for the sake of arguments, let's even see what these top comps look like. So these are the ones that sold for $150K. The exterior of this was not touched at all. And this was actually sold just 2 weeks ago. So this is actually a really good comp, but this does have a garage. And it is a much newer house-ish, I think. Has a garage, white paint for everything, hardwood floors, but not done well. Old cabinets, they just put on the hardware. They have some leftover stone counter, granite, I don't even know, is that laminate? I can't tell. Stainless steel appliances. I mean, I would have done the same thing. Just epoxy that bathroom here and then put in a new vanity and called it a day. And I mean, that's a very cheap rehab job done. Unfinished basement here. No fence either. Okay, so that rehab is probably like $30K to get it done from this property. This one that sold, how much did this one sell for? This one sold for $150. Okay, same. Kind of all, let's put shaker cabinets and like the cheap granite countertop and top. All tile for this, but it's all basic tile. New railing, that's about a sunroom. There is a bathroom in the basement, which probably had like the ARV, and a detached garage with a full driveway. Okay, yes, if we were to go ahead and do this, does not have a, oh, it does have a driveway here. So, but there's no patio or anything like that. So this is definitely not an ARV of $200,000. Yeah. Goodness. Okay, so now I actually have no idea what neighborhoods I should be looking in Dayton. I have my property management company has an office that is in Dayton. I use a property management company in Columbus. So let me call the manager in Dayton to see if I can get any info on the Dayton market and this house in particular. Hi, Tina. My name is Josh Baldovino. I actually work with your sister office in Columbus. I have about 8 properties there with them, but I'm thinking about buying a deal in Dayton, but I know nothing about Dayton in terms of which neighborhoods and things like that. I was wondering if you had any tips for me. Say a unit that needs heavy work. Do you have a team that you could refer out to us, or are we looking for our own contractors? How does that look? Gave me a total wealth of information, but I don't know how confident that gave me. Now, if you do 20 more of those calls, you'd vet 20 more contractors, 20 more property managers. That could help then solidify which neighborhood you're looking at, what kind of products you're able to take on, but you have to make 20 of those exact calls for you to be able to build out a team to then confidently execute on deals like this. So for me, the net of this is the rental that's over in Dayton, because I've had friends who've had horrible experience with contractors, and then even the sister property management office that we use right now is not confident in any contractors in Dayton. I will probably not be doing BRRRR deals in Dayton right now. Another helpful piece of information that I got from that was that a heavy-ish rehab is anywhere between $35 and $40 a square foot, which is super helpful in estimating rehab costs. So if you are looking at BRRRR deals, and if a house, say, is 1,200 square feet, and if it costs $40 to rehab, you're looking at a $48,000 rehab. So you can estimate 50 grand at least, add in a few extra thousands, let's say $55,000 for contingencies. And now at least you have a working budget for a full rehab to then go into as you negotiate the prices and get under contract. So this is exactly how I analyze deals and then how I take action to then validate these deals. If you found this helpful and you'd like more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below and just type in analyze more deals. Oh, that's fun. And then of course, these videos do take a lot of effort. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe. I will be analyzing more deals because I want to do a handful of real estate deals this year. And I'm going to walk you through every single step of the way. So again, my name is Josh Baldovino. I'm a marketer. I'm a real estate investor. And if you want to connect with me all on social and all that good stuff, click down below. Also, if you want to see another video of how we analyze a long-term rental, I'll leave that linked somewhere here and down below as well. And I will see you all on the next one. Cheers.